All right, well, moving on now. Wednesdays here on the program, we like to put the spotlight on the farm women's group, Common Ground.
Common Ground is a group of farm women who want to be a resource for consumers who want to know more about how their food is grown. Joining us now is Carol Swan. Thanks for being here today, Carol.
It's wonderful to be here.
Great to see you.
You're supposed to come last week.
Right, and I chickened out.
That's okay. That was right after that Tuesday storm.
Right,
so
right.
We don't blame you.
Chickened out. And in fact, somebody just a couple days earlier had said, "We haven't seen you a while." It was one of your groupies, when are you going to be on again? And I said, well, Wednesday. And then I said, no, not this next Wednesday. So.
Yes.
So how's everything in the Columbus area?
Good, good. We could use a little moisture, but it's nice not having to deal with a lot of mud. I mean, a little bit, but not a lot like some years.
True, okay.
For the cattle feeders and things. So.
Well, today we are talking about continuing education and winter meetings. Not quite planting season yet, so still doing some.
It's kind of a slow time for the crop producers, the livestock producers. They keep having to chug away. But continuing education happens in all professions, particularly in the farming, crop production, livestock production sector. And we want the consumer to know that this is so they can keep producing enough food in an economic way, in a sustainable way, and in a safe way. So there's all these things that go on. And the Extension Service is really good about having workshops in the winters on updates of new management techniques, new products that are available for crop protection, for livestock production. Of course, we have the big trade shows to highlight, showcase all the new equipment that can make farming easier, more sustainable, get across that field one time without 2 or 3 times. Different seed companies have appreciation dinners. Your feed companies all have appreciation dinners. And then there's always new regulations come up all the time. So the farmers need to know how to be in compliance with these new regulations, so the Extension Service will help them. Sometimes the veterinarians will help them to become compliance for these new rules and regulations. And that's so important. And of course, they take beef quality assurance during the winter, pork quality assurance during winter, and your crop protection certification classes during the winter. So they can utilize these things as they farm and take care of their livestock.
And again, the reason for this is just to really educate and be on top of all the new things that are going on.
Exactly, because it's just flabbergasting what is new, the new regulations that come out. The nitrogen application, they have to be real careful about that, and they have to have a plan, develop a plan for, to protect our groundwater. And so each farmer has to submit a plan, and that's just kind of a recent thing. And of course, now they're talking about the branding of cattle, whether they need to do it in the feed yards, because there's brand areas in Nebraska. There's talk about that. So they want to make sure they're all in compliance, so nobody has issues. Same way, make sure you have your beef quality assurance turned into the packing house, so you can sell your products and are producing them in a safe, healthy, wholesome manner. So it's a lot to do, a lot to see to.
I think about my grandpa, and he'd be amazed at where farmer is today. The farming. Oh, great.
Yeah.
Well, you're sticking around. You have a recipe to share, so we're looking forward to that.
Yes.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Carol.
Thank you, Carol.